Hello Darts Nuts, welcome to Darts Review channel. I've got another very nice set of darts here from Target Japan and their very popular Black Marque series, and this is the Black Marque PW 2.0. Let's check them out. So I'm reviewing the 22 gram version, the 90% tungsten. They're also in 24 gram in steel tip and 18 gram in soft tip, and the retail for £74.95. Right, just for the sake of quickness, I've took them out of the box, but there's the fancy looking box, and I think they're all the same boxes in the Black Marque range. It's just got the model name down there, but they come with the Swiss removal tool. You've got your little target pamphlet, but the darts are fitted into a little rubberized point holder and come supplied with a set of the K-Flex. As you can see, they're fitted with the silver 30mm nano Swiss points. It's a torpedo style shape, kind of a tapered torpedo. You've got this front taper which has got these kind of like grooves, which I think it said is meant to be representing a snake coiling around it, and then a fairly deep groove section there before you get into a dreaded smooth section for somebody if you're gripping it around there. And it's got the player's initials, PW, can't remember what he's called, is it Phuay, Tan Phuay or something like that, but I can't pronounce it anyway. And the rear section, again tapering, but you've got this interesting mix of ring and groove with the kind of like notches cut through the rings, but we'll have a super close look at that just now. But actually feels rather nice, but obviously I'm a front gripper, so there's not a huge amount of grip there for me, and maybe mid grippers, depends on where you're holding it, but you'll get a little bit of grip from that groove, but again it really depends on the individual. And as you can see, fitted with the K-Flex short in the small standard or shape size. So that's the full setup. Let's have a close look at the grip. So as you can see, they're fitted with the nano Swiss points, and you got this fairly long taper, and it's got the crisscross grooves with the black tie in, which I mentioned is meant to be like a symbol of a snake crisscrossing or something like that. And you got a wide groove with a couple of thin micro grooves above it, and then the dreaded smooth section with the logo, some more micro ring and groove, and then another wide groove, and then the rear section's made of this kind of like flattish double ring grip, but it's got these grooves and big notches staggered cut throughout, and that goes almost to the end. And then you've got a mix of thin ring and groove, again with some of the natural tungsten shown on some rings and black tie on others, but quite interesting and neatly done overall. So that's the super close look at the Black Marque PW2 darts. Darts fit with the silver nano points, 30mm. You've got that tapered nose with that crisscross groove grip, that's 15mm, and then you've got a small groove with the micro grip rings, 2.3mm, smooth section 5mm, and then the rear section including the micro grooves and the wide groove, and those kind of like staggered notched rings, 14.2mm, and then a thin ring and groove grip on the end, 7.5mm, length 44mm, widest 7.4mm. $22 grams exactly. 22 grams exactly. Let down by the last one there. 22.06 grams on that one. Full setup. 23.48 grams. Here's the balance with nothing attached, and this is the balance with the supplied setup. So maybe part of that rear section is the grippiest at 5.5. Let's give them a throw and see how they go. As usual, I'll start with my front grip, one dart at each double. There's not a huge amount of grip on that front though, it's just off them kind of like cross cut wavy lines. That's basically the only part of the grip. It was a bit zippy. Ah, it was close. Ah, it's close again. It's got a nice front weighted feel, but like I said, there's not a huge amount of grip there at the where I'm holding it. Oh, wrong double. Is that the wrong double again? Oh, and the wrong double again. Not another wrong double there. I'll have one more try from there. Yeah, got one. That went the smoothest so far. Oh, that one went smooth as well, but not on target. But I'm not too comfortable holding it there. Like I've always said before, not always a fan where the barrel tapers, but sometimes when it's got a decent grip, it's not so bad for me. But I'm not quite sure on that one. Now the mid section, you got the big wide smooth section there, but you're getting a little bit of grip either side, so we'll see what that feels like. Oh, that one went nice. Close on that one. Oh, it's close again. Balance is rather nice on that spot though, but again, just wish they'd had a bit more grip on it. Yeah, got one. Yeah, balance is very nice there, but for me again, it's just not enough grip. And like a lot of these Japanese barrels, the grip is mostly on the rear. Like I always say, they often seem to be rear grippers, and we'll see what that's like. Oh, that one went really nice. Always seems nicer when they hit the target though. Oh, went smooth, but a bit too many beans on that. Oh, nearly. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Considering I'm not a natural rear gripper, them three were actually flying through the air quite nice. I'll have one more try at the trebles with the rear grip. It's not super grippy, that section though, but there's some nice little bits of it that are fairly grippy. Wow, it's another one that's gone dead smooth, but not on target. Yeah. Again, probably another really nice start for rear grippers if you like a slightly front weighted style. Balance was really nice around the mid part, but like I said, for me, just not enough grip, and I'm not so comfortable holding the taper on these, but I'm sure some front grippers will be happy with it, but definitely rear grippers are probably going to get the best from it. Kind of fits in the fingers nicely as well with the rear section. So there you go, that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed watching it. I'll see you in the next one. Happy darting.